Greetings, we are back again with another video. Today we're going to discuss what's going on in social media when it comes down to Simone Biles and her biological mom. Just to give you a preface, she and her siblings experienced the absence of both mother and father in the home. Her mom was on drugs severely and oftentimes neglected to take care of Simone and her siblings. This went on for some time where they didn't have a place to stay, where they didn't have food. They were from place to place, just not a stable environment at all. It got to be so overwhelming for Simone's mom that she decided to place her children in foster care. We thank God for angels. We thank God for the people that are placed in our lives, whether it's for a reason or a season. We are thankful for those within our circle, especially our family, that holds us down, that has our back. And this was the case with Simone Biles. Her maternal grandfather retrieved all the children from the foster care system and adopted Simone and her younger sibling. And I believe that the other children went to other family members, but Simone's grandfather and his wife adopted both Simone and her sister, took them in, nurtured them, gave them the love and support and security that these children were lacking and that these children craved. This grandfather actually placed Simone and her sister into gymnastics, and this was her way of escape. Being able to learn, being able to do different techniques, interacting with different children who were interested in the same things. So she developed a passion for gymnastics as a result of her maternal grandfather, which she calls her parents, both her grandfather and his wife. Those are, that's who she considers, to be her mom and dad. However, here recently, her biological mom has come into the picture. She missed out on a lot. And as a result, she has not spoken with Simone. And let's just take a listen.
How do you handle the fact that this is brought up every 4 years?
I'm over it already. I can't keep dwelling on it. Whenever she's ready, and I'm here. I want her to be able to come to me and say, okay, let's have a sit down, because there's some things I want to know. So I just have to have patience. I want to let her know that I love her. I'm very proud of her, but I'm just still waiting, I would like to sit down and talk to you and answer any questions you may have. I don't know what you've been told, but I want you to hear the real deal. I was an addict. I will always be an addict. But there's just a way that you have to learn how to stay away from people, places, and things, and change your routine and just change your life. Live your best life. If I need to know anything, I'll call my dad. Hey, Dad, what's going on with Simone? How's everybody doing? He keeps me posted.
So you don't have a direct number that you can even reach out to her?
I do, but I won't.
Why not?
I want her to reach out to me. She's 27 now. She's married. I would like to have been a part of that, but I just have to wait for her.
Now, there are very many blogs. There are very many interviews and videos about this particular topic. A lot of comments where a lot of people feel that Simone Biles' biological mom should just stay out the picture. She wasn't there in her child's development. She was not there when Simone had activities at school. She was not there for PTA. She was not there to encourage. She wasn't there when she probably had her first sweetheart. She was MIA, missing in action. And a lot of people feel as if she should stay missing in action. And for a large part of it, I can identify with those people and I understand those people. And that happens a lot in everyday life, but you don't expect that from your parent, from the person who brought you into this world. However, sometimes it appears like when you're up, when everything is going right, when you're profitable, when things are going your way, you're successful, you're attaining assets and tangibles. You have so many friends. Everybody wants to be around you. Everybody loves you so very much. But as soon as those things start to dwindle down, or you may not have those things, or you may not be where you want to be, sometimes it's very hard to find friends and those who understand. It's hard to find those people. So I totally get where everybody was coming from when they, basically said that she needs to stay away. However, let's think about this. And this is a very good question for Black Americans. And I'm talking about descendants of slaves, foundational Black Americans, or Americans of enslaved people. That's what I'm speaking of. A lot of times here in the modern day, we have been bombarded with Planned Parenthood. Now, I have done, segments before when I talk about Margaret Sanger and her purpose of Planned Parenthood. Yes, she wanted to annihilate other races as well, but her main focus was to get rid of the Black child, just like Pharaoh in Egypt. History repeats itself, where she wanted to get rid of the Black seed, the Black child. And so fast forward to today's society, Planned Parenthoods are all over our neighborhoods. This is what we are advocating for when we speak of women's reproductive rights, which we have rights. But we want to be able to abort our children whenever we want to be able to abort our children. And I'm not here to judge anyone when it comes down to certain situations that may happen beyond and out of our control, and this is the only option. I get that. Unfortunately, there are a lot of us that use abortion, Planned Parenthood as a form of birth control. And this kind of sums it all up. Based off of the number of abortions that Black women have had, I would say since maybe early 2000 or the 90s, late 90s. That is enough for us to be almost the majority people. We're already the foundation people, but we would no longer have been, I hate this word, a minority, if we would have kept the children that we aborted. And like I said, I'm not here to judge, but facts are just facts. What if Simone Biles' mom would have done that to her? We never know what we are carrying within our womb. It may not be something that we want. It may not be something that we were planning for, but to continue on our lineage and our heritage, and for us to throw away life What if Simone Biles' mom would have did that? She could have taken that option. And although she made many mistakes in her life where Simone and her siblings are concerned, she still chose the option of life. And as a result of her choosing life, she may not benefit from Simone because she was MIA. But the rest of her siblings, I'm more than sure that Simone makes sure that her siblings and her parents, aka grandparents, are well taken care of. She's like, if I eat, we all gonna eat. You all are a part of me. But what if Simone's mom would have chosen to simply abort her? Would we have her today? Who would be the greatest gymnast of all times if her mother would have chosen to rid of her? That struggle that she went through, Simone, going through the absence of a mother, because I definitely get it. You can have an adoptive parent, you can have grandparents that raise you, aunties, uncles, cousins, but there's nothing like a mother's love. There's nothing like a connection between you and the people, the two people that brought you into this world, that gave you life. And so Simone missed a lot of those opportunities with her mom. But thankfully she had her grandparents there that picked up the slack. But there's nothing like your parents. No one can replace you. However, regardless to how terrible Simone Biles' mom was, she gave her life. She didn't know how she was going to make it, probably. She probably didn't know, didn't mean to have many kids, especially being unmarried. Don't know if she was, abusing drugs at that time. But whatever she had going on, she still chose life. And because she chose life, now we know the greatest gymnast of all times. Simone Biles has created gymnastic moves that had never been done before. There are actually techniques that are named after her based off of the difficulty of the particular move or stance. But if her mother had chosen a right to choose and decided not to choose life, Simone wouldn't have the type of life that she has. Now, I'm not saying that everything is perfect, because she has talked about, the struggles with making sure that she has the right mind space and head space. And she's had to speak, and she has counselors that she speaks to, because the whole world has their eyes on her, and that can be pressure. That is pressure. Knowing that you have to get things right, knowing that the bar is held very high for you, and you have to come through. So even though she has success, she has money, she has a husband that loves her, has a dog, has family, there's still a lot of pressure. And I know that she still has probably issues with what they went through before she was rescued by her grandparents. Do I believe that Simone's mom should benefit from her life after she worked hard from it? No. Do I believe that Simone should forgive her mom in due season and try to at least be the bigger person? Maybe. That doesn't mean that she has to buy her a house or a car or give her money or anything like that, but just the space of forgiveness And I know that it's probably difficult for her because she's having to think, well, I know, would she have wanted to be around me if I wasn't a success? Would she come around? Would she inquire about me if I was not who I am today? But that's totally her call. I just hope that Simone has peace. I hope that, and I know that she is grateful for her grandparents rescuing them, but it could have been worse. It could have been to where there was no such person as Simone Biles. And that came about because her mother chose life. Let me know what you think in the comments section, please. Like, share, and comment below. And I will see you in the next video. May God bless you.